Hey, what's up gamers? It's Swish Benoit from 24/7 Sim Gaming, and today we're going to be going over my top 22 mods for the year of 2022 for Red Dead Redemption 2, and this is going to cover some of my favorite mods and some of the best mods that I've used throughout the year. So as always, let's start the sim. Alright guys, coming in at number 22 is No Glow Objects by PCle. This is a great mod and it takes away all of the glowing effect that is around items such as in the shop or in the open world that you're supposed to pick up, and you'll no longer see that. So it's really immersion breaking for me when you can see that glowing on the objects, and it simply just removes it. So go ahead and grab this mod as soon as you can. Coming in at number 21 is No Menu Slowdown by Western Gamer, and a little bit similar to No Glowing Objects, it takes away the menu effect of time slowing down when you're going in to look at weapons or to grab a tonic or something like that. Coming in at number 20 is Remove All Screen Effects by Alpha Bravo. This takes away the screen effects when you are going to grab a tonic or anything to help your dead eye. Will take away the color on the screen and a little bit of kind of wavy motions, etc. Coming in at number 19, we've got No Black Bars, and this one is probably one of the mods that get asked about the most. It takes away the black bars during story mode that makes it appear to be widescreen and gives you a full screen effect. And playing the game with this mod a second time through, it completely changed how I enjoyed the cutscene, so make sure to grab this one. Coming in at number 18, we've got Better Camera by KitTool. This one is a really good mod. It changes up the camera distance on all positions, makes it a little bit further out, but also it just kind of makes it a little bit more, I think, realistic. And I have, as you can see below, a comparison of the camera on and the camera off. It can be a little bit hard to see, but once you've looked at it straight on, you can clearly see the difference. Coming in at number 17, we've got the Sexy HUD, and this one is a really great mod. I'm someone that really hates all the things that come up on my HUD when I press down on my controller pad. So what this mod simply does is it removes everything, including the town that you're in, the money that you have, all those things, takes it off. And when you toggle your HUD on, you'll simply just see the mini map in the left of your screen, and all these options can be configured in the INI file that comes with the download. And it also has changed the pause menu to look a little bit more like Red Dead Redemption 1, and it's a subtle change, but those little things do help keep the game fresh for me. Coming in at number 16, we've got Gun Effects by Wicked Horseman. And this simply just adds bigger smoke plumes to your guns to match the guns that you're using, the appropriate smoke effects to come after shooting the guns. Kind of self-explanatory, but it's a great mod to have, so make sure you check it out. Coming in at number 15, we've got Improved Wildlife by Innocence. And this mod greatly improves the wildlife that you'll see in the open world, giving you more variations of animals and also larger packs of animals in different sizes. So the spawn radius has been turned up a lot, and it just makes overall traveling through the game just a much cleaner experience for me. Coming in at number 14, we have No More Grindy Challenges, and this one is a must-have mod. This mod basically takes all of the challenges in the game and pretty much cuts them down by up to 75% for some of the challenges, but at least it cuts them in half. So getting those challenges that you want done in the game will not take as long. Definitely check this mod out if you're someone like me that does like completing those challenges but doesn't want to spend all the time doing it. And coming in at number 13, we've got Camp Anywhere, and it's pretty self-explanatory as the name says. This mod allows you to camp anywhere within the game by holding down Y on the controller. I'm not sure what the keyboard prompt is, but you will see it whenever you can camp somewhere. And this also gives you the options to, lay down a bedroll, or you can set up a fire, or also set up a tent in the location that you're desiring to camp into. So make sure to check this mod out, as it allows you to go ahead and sleep anywhere. Coming in at number 12, and we have YM Visuals, and this is one of my favorite mods of all time, and it basically gives the Red Dead Redemption 2 a much more HDR look. It also takes away a lot of the fog and haze that is in the game that just makes it look absolutely terrible. It's really not something that you can just, hear about or see right away. You kind of have to go through the game yourself and play with it on and see the nights are much darker, and just everything is a lot more beautiful with this one. So make sure to get it. It's a really simple install. Coming in at number 11, we have YM Bloodlust, and this modification basically just turns up the blood to 1,000 in the game, giving you larger blood pools and crazy blood spurts when you have certain shots hitting certain areas or ligaments, and it is really good. Coming in at number 10, we've got YMDLC. This is one of the most popular mods of all time, as it adds in about 2,200 new items for you to be able to wear and use inside your Red Dead Redemption 2. It's one of my more popular videos on the site as to how to install these modifications, so go ahead and look that up if you want to get it in there, and it has everything from clothes, glasses, to gun belts, even horse masks, so make sure to check this one out as soon as you can. Coming in at number 9, we've got Bounty Hunting Expanded by Stevie, and this one just allows you to do a lot more bounty hunting missions. There's going to be about 4 to 6 in every area at all times, and if you do one, you give it a little bit of time, it will pop back up, so you never run out of bounties. There's about 25 or so different scenarios that you can go through in order to get a bounty, so it just adds a lot of replayability to this game, so make sure to go ahead and check that out. Coming in at number 8, we've got Ambient Gang by Blackjacks420, and this is a really great mod. It adds a bunch of gangs into the open world that will be traveling around at all times, so you can run into gangs that are from Red Dead Redemption 1 as well as Red Dead Redemption 2. And you can also pick up the Gangs Attack on Sight modification that comes with it that makes all gangs attack you on sight, which makes playing the game really difficult, and you really need a couple bodyguards to travel around with you, but it does make the game a lot more fun that way, playing with bodyguards and just never knowing what's going to happen. Number 7, we've got Ped Damage Overhaul by Henty21, one of my favorite mods, and this changes up tons and tons of aspects of this game, including hit damage, what tonics do to your overall health and ability, just kind of changes the overall values of a lot of things, gives a lot of good stumbling mechanics and things like that, so pair it with a great Euphoria mod and you'll have a lot of fun with this one. Coming in at number 6, we've got Res Vegetation by Energy Dan, and this one pretty much takes all of the vegetation in the game and upscales it to a 2 or 4K texture. I'm not 100% sure, I have to look that up again, but it does make everything look so much better. It also changes the density of the amount of grass and cacti and things that you'll see in the open world, so really makes things more lively. Pair this with the improved wildlife and you've got a completely new open world experience. And coming in at number 5, we've got Hunting Wagon by 3Socks3, one of my favorite mods to use. This gives you a hunting wagon that will be present anywhere that you make a camp or that's a campfire is at. You can summon this hunting wagon, and this thing allows you to place tons and tons of animals and pelts in the back of it and then haul that off to the trapper or wherever you're going, instead of doing 1 or 2 at a time on the back of your horse and fast traveling or however you get there. It makes the hunting experience a lot better. At number 4, we've got Cowgirls by John W25, and just as it sounds, this modification adds tons and tons of Cowgirls to the open world. I've been really looking forward to this for a long time. You get to see a lot more Sadies kind of running out there who are really aggressive also, so if you do see any of these ladies out and about on a horse or a wagon, be ready for them to kind of run off at the mouth and say something to you and, you know, get a little something started there. That seem to really like doing that. Coming in at number 3, we've got Perfect Pelt, and the Perfect Pelt mod is one of my favorite mods of all time, as I'm not crazy into trying to hunt realistically in Red Dead Redemption 2. It is something that can be done and can be a great thing to do, but it's not specifically for me. But with this modification, it allows you to get a perfect pelt with any weapon that you use to kill any animal, so you no longer have to use the according appropriate weapons. You can shoot a rabbit in the face with an elephant rifle and you'll still get a perfect pelt. So I absolutely love this mod and highly recommend it. And coming in at number 2, we've got Tie Your Lasso mod by Stevie. I get asked about this mod all the time. If anyone's seen it in my playthroughs where I'm kind of messing around in the open world, I tend to hang people. And this is how you do it. I don't know why this wasn't in the regular game, as the hanging mechanic is clearly in the game, as you see it in the story and in the open world. You'll see people who have been hung, or who are getting the rope inside the story or inside the open world. So I'm really happy someone made this modification, and It allows me to get really creative. I've actually tortured people by, pulling up the rope and then letting them hang for a couple seconds and dropping it down, or tying a rope into a river and pulling them down and drowning them a little bit and waterboarding them. It's all kinds of crazy things you can do. If you're like me, you'll come up with something. And coming in at number 1, we've got Shiny Guns. And this is a really, really great mod. It's simple, self-explanatory. It takes all of your guns and upscales them to brand new, shiny 4K textures where the guns look clean and not old and rusted. I prefer this as it just really makes the gun textures pop in a playthrough, especially if you're like me and play in 4K. So make sure to check this one out. It's a very simple install. Go get it at the link down below. But that's it for my top 22 mods of the year 2022. Please make sure to check the link down below so you can find all of these modifications if any of them interest you. And if you like this video, please make sure to subscribe as it helps my channel the most. Drop a like, leave a comment, let me know what modifications you love, or if you're planning on checking out any of the modifications in this video. And I'll also leave links to how to install mods to your Red Dead Redemption 2. And if you need any help, join my Discord down below, and someone in my staff or myself will gladly get to help you out and get your game up and running. And as always, until next time, take care of yourself and each other.